In the world of psychology and marriage counseling and that field, what I teach about the dynamics between a good man and a woman doesn't exist. And as you've heard me say, as women, we all have these traits in woman ways on a spectrum to varying degrees. And that is not acknowledged or known or, like I said, exist in the world of psychology and marriage. So here's another expert who I respect and hold in high regard in other areas of his expertise. But just because somebody has good advice in some areas of their expertise doesn't mean it extends to all areas of their expertise. And I do want to acknowledge before I play the first segment of the clip, I do want to acknowledge that Jordan Peterson has had a very challenging time with his health over the past year and a half, and that I wish him well and the best in his recovery and having a full recovery. What I want to share in critiquing his advice is not aimed at Jordan Peterson. It is aimed at the advice that is given in the field of psychology and marriage that, again, sounds like it should work, but is not practical in a marriage between a woman and a good man. And we're going to talk about why. So let's go ahead and watch, and then we'll go from there.
We've been good at negotiating, which is, what do you want from a partner fundamentally? What do you want and need? I mean, the first thing is that, well, hopefully, you, like I said, you're blessed with the fact that you find each other attractive. And I think it's very difficult for the relationship to begin or proceed or sustain itself without that. But having that, then what do you want? Well, you want someone that you can trust. You want someone that you can build a view of the future with. And you want someone that you can negotiate with. And that's very hard to negotiate with people because they have to tell you what they think. They have to know what they want or figure it out. They have to tell you what they want. They have to be satisfied when they get what they want, which is also a very difficult thing to manage. And you have to continually update that because your life goes through different stages. And
So I'm laughing because there's no negotiating with a woman. We don't compromise. And so again, this is really bad advice, RBA, because Jordan Peterson doesn't understand or let in that women are unwilling to negotiate because we have to be right. We don't know how to compromise. It's our way. We will have it our way. And otherwise we feel hurt and we'll argue. And so we do get our way. So there's no compromising with a woman. And he's using the word people, that it's difficult to negotiate with people. But I hear it through the lens of it's very difficult to negotiate with a woman because as a woman, we have to tell you what we think. We have to know what we want. And we have to be satisfied when we get it. I mean, that's just like the opposite description of a woman. We don't know what we really truly think. We don't know what we want, and we're never satisfied when we get it. That's our nature as women in our woman ways. So there's no woman that exists that knows what she wants and will be satisfied when she gets it in a marriage. And one reason is because fundamentally we don't know what we want. But most importantly is that in a marriage with a good man, we want to keep moving the goalpost further so that he can never satisfy us. We have to have the problems. We want the problems in the marriage. We don't want to negotiate and compromise and find a solution. No, we want the problems because we have to prove why we're so unhappy and blame our husbands for why we're so unhappy and for the problems in the marriage. So we don't want the problem solved. And we can't get out of our own way to negotiate because it has to be our way. And that's the nature of a woman. So there's no such thing as negotiating with your wife. And trying to negotiate will end up in an argument of her trying to be right, making you wrong, and her telling you truths about yourself that are not factual or realistic. For those women listening who know you are the problem and want a path forward to change your woman ways and truly be happy in yourself, I have a course for women called the Happiness Program. This course will teach you to take control of your emotional state and move from camp victim to camp take responsibility so that you are empowered to be the solution to the issues in your marriage and life. You can click the link above to learn more about the course and apply for a free consultation with me. You can also find a link below to sign up for my free Happiness 101 course. For the good men listening who want a way to take your power back that you have unknowingly given away to your wife, I also have a course for you called the Marriage Rescue Course for Good Men Only. This course will teach you how to rebuild your strength and confidence so that you can navigate the relationship with your wife in a healthy, constructive way. You can also click the link above to learn more about the course and apply for a free consultation with me. Thank you again, and I will see you all soon.